So right now we're on our way to Dublin. We're gonna pick up Vincent.
But I'm in Santa Rita jail.
So Vincent called me at like 10:30 and I was at work in the city. And he told me that CALTRANS was at this encampment between 5th and 6th on Broadway. And that CALTRANS put up a couple of signs that were not very visible that just said we were gonna do a cleaning. And all of a sudden they show up and they're displacing everybody and they told everybody they gotta go. The cops basically told everybody that they needed to leave or they would be arrested for trespassing. Didn't give any of them a place to go. Didn't give them any time to pack up their belongings, anything. Vincent saw a pregnant woman there and a woman with a 2-year-old child. And the cops were trying to get rid of the pregnant woman, like literally wanted to put their hands on her and arrest her. And Vincent was like, no, you're not taking her. If you're gonna take her, you're gonna take me. I'm not leaving until you give these people a place to go. He sat down on a couch that was in the encampment and they immediately arrested him.
This is fucked up.
I talked to a cop. They were like, we don't know, talk to the deputy.
Where are they going?
That's I don't know about that. That's not.
Well, you can't displace people without a relocation plan.
I don't know. I didn't speak to everyone else.
Okay. Well, who would know? Can I talk to them?
Found the deputy, asked the deputy. He ignored me and said, talk to CALTRANS.
Hi, excuse me. I'm an attorney and I'm working with Vincent and I'm also working with these individuals.
Can you talk to CALTRANS?
But sir, you have to tell me what the plan of relocation is.
I don't have a plan of relocation.
So all these people are being whose responsibility is that? Call them. Are they here?
Yes, CALTRANS.
Went over to CALTRANS, asked who was in charge, found the guy in charge. He said, I don't know, talk to the city.
Hi, who's the leader of this operation? Either of you? Yeah. Okay, where are you moving all these people? How come no one knows where these people are moving? They have to be given a plan of relocation and it has to be reasonably accommodating, and there are some pregnant women in here. Where are they being moved?
And I said, well, somebody has to have a plan here. I walk over and I see some residents, one of whom is like in a panic. And this person tells me that CALTRANS, in their haste to start clearing people, took her purse and just threw it into the pile of trash.
There was like 30 Mexicans that came up in trucks. Never seen that before. They've never done that before. And then they just destroyed everything. They grabbed my purse. I couldn't even find my purse. That had all my stuff in it. That had my food stamp card, my money, my phone, everything. Anything that I needed to just survive.
I lost fucking everything but my social security, my ID, fucking $3 that was in a fucking speaker.
None of this adds up. There's horrible communication between all the government agencies. The cops don't talk to CALTRANS. The CALTRANS doesn't talk to the city.
No.
The city doesn't talk to the county. No one knows what's going on. It's pulling teeth to try to get like 5 snippets of information. So we're gonna go down there and we're gonna see what we can do.
Do you want Burger King or Taco Bell?
Burger King.
Or KFC?
Or Taco Bell.
Do you want Taco Bell or Burger
Yeah, just a burrito supreme. So the whole ride to Santa Rita was completely different. Like the 2 officers that I was in the car with, I have to say, like when we got to Santa Rita, they both took my card out of my wallet. That's how good the conversation was, because they're like, listen, my sergeant told me that I have to book you. He was like, I believe that you're doing absolutely good work. He said, it's amazing. He said, we don't see that. And I said, listen, like something like this happened about a year ago on Wood Street. And he looked it up and he was like, wow. He was like, well, what can we do? Because we always like find people on the side of the freeway that are unhoused and that need help. And who do you call? And I was like, listen, these are the programs you can call. And he was like, seriously? I said, these are the ones that work. I think that there's a disconnect between the powers that be and those that are just being dispatched to actually do a fucking job, and then they have to follow their superior's order, and they feel like shit about it. Because at the end of the day, they're booking me, and he's like, man, I really wish that I didn't have to do that. There's no reason for me to have brought you to Santa Rita. I should have been able to let you go over there, but my superior told me that I needed to book you here. And the only reason why they did that was because they didn't want me entering back into that encampment.
Because they cited you out. You weren't even on the release list because you didn't even get fully processed.
It's fucking disgusting. Dude, like, to think that, like, all of these people, like, where the fuck is this lady right now with her daughter?
Yeah, that has been fucking me up.
It's fucking cold out here.
It is so goddamn cold.
And that baby was so fucking precious. Like, everybody there, like, one person would take their turn holding her so she would be comforted, and another person would take their turn holding her, and she ran up to me, and like, I took my turn holding her, right? And she was like, what's happening? And I'm like, fuck. This is the fucking aftermath of CALTRANS and CHP coming in here. Most of the encampments that we see in Oakland are in CALTRANS areas. And these are the places that we usually work in as Urban Compassion Project because they don't get no attention. We'll come, we'll clean up, we build enough relationship with Public Works that we'll reach out to them, and if we can put the trash on the street, they'll come and pick it up. But CALTRANS can get $1.2 million for coming and completely ripping shreds in this location and still leave the trash out. And so the city of Oakland needs to be courageous enough, the mayor needs to be courageous enough, the district leaders need to be courageous enough to step up and say, you know what, enough is enough. We're not getting anywhere. You all need to either stop coming into our city and doing this, or you need to communicate with us so more damage is not being caused, so our residents, both unhoused and housed, stop feeling the trauma of what's going on. Nothing was solved doing this closure, but it looks better on paper than it will ever look in person. So if they can say we closed 7 locations this week and cleaned up so many amounts of debris, we help the environment, public health and safety, and blah, 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 look at this, but there's never a report that comes out that says, hey, you know what? Guess what? As soon as the trucks and the vans and the cars left, people came right back in because they had nowhere else to go. Nothing has been being solved by the state of California, and nothing is being solved. And it's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, and it's disheartening.